Hey there, welcome to my channel, Jacqueline Reads. I'm Jacqueline. This channel is going to be for parents and students who are home, maybe by surprise during this pandemic, who need to review their reading strategies to deepen their comprehension skills for reading. This video is not for little children who are learning to read. This is for students, mainly geared towards middle and high school students who are reading to learn. Okay, so the first strategy that we're going to do is visualization. Visualization is exactly what it sounds like. It means you are visualizing or making mental pictures with the text. These are all strategies that you can and should practice at home. Who am I? I'm a reading teacher and reading specialist. Who are you? A parent who is now suddenly a teacher doing my job. Visualization. Visualization essentially just means picturing the words as you read them. It's making a mental movie or photograph of the text. As you're reading, you should have a lot of clear images that indicates that you understand what is going on in the text. As adults, we might do this naturally, but as students, we have to encourage them to stop and think about what images that they are seeing as they read the text. For example, if they come across the words blue and green hummingbird, they should automatically be able to conjure up an image of a blue and green hummingbird if they've ever seen a hummingbird before. If they haven't, they know the word bird and they can inquire what a particular bird, hummingbird is, and you can explain that to them. So they should be picturing the text as they read. If your child is reading, you can ask them, what would you, if you were to stop the image right now, make a movie, freeze the frame of what you're reading, what would you see in the image? They should be able to give you a lot of details and descriptions to see if they're capturing those images. They're going to describe the people, or the actions, or the events that are going on in the part of the text that they're reading. This is if they're reading fiction. It's a whole other thing if they're reading expository nonfiction text. But if they're reading fiction, they should be able to give you description or details, describe to you the words or the actions that are going on. And are there words that they don't know? Are they skipping over the words? And are these words important to their understanding of the text? To read means to make understanding. So if they're skipping over words because they don't understand what they mean, then they're essentially missing out on something that could be essential to their comprehension. When you visualize, what it does is helps you to make sense of the text, and it helps to self-monitor. If they're reading and they stop to think, what am I seeing at this very moment? It helps them to catch up with their own thoughts and self-monitor and regulate what it is that they are actually coming across at that moment. If they can't picture what's going on, it's likely that they don't understand what they are reading. Or this also helps them to check their vocabulary. Once again, like I said, the word should conjure an image. If it doesn't conjure an image, it's likely they don't understand it. So if you said that they saw the word platypus and they didn't know what a platypus was, then they might be a little bit lost. There's no making understanding of the word platypus if you don't have any idea of what a platypus is and can't conjure up the image of a platypus as you're reading. So that's it. That's what visualization is. You want to ask your child what they see while they're reading. Over time, they'll be able to see more words, increase the descriptions that they're offering to you. This also increases their imagination. So make sure you are asking them this. So what we're going to do is a little demonstration of visualization. I'm going to read from a text. I'm going to read one paragraph, or a chunk, what we call it, when you just take a piece of the text, just enough to determine your understanding. So I'm going to read a paragraph from this short story here. The story is called Raymond's Run. The book is called Gorilla My Love by Toni Cade Bambara. So, I'm standing on the corner admiring the weather and about to take a stroll down Broadway so I can practice my breathing exercises. And I've got Raymond walking on the inside, close to the buildings, because he's subject to fits of fantasy and starts thinking he's a circus performer. and that the curb is a tightrope strung high in the air. And sometimes, after a rain, he likes to step down off his tightrope and into the gutter and slosh around getting his shoes and cuffs wet. Then I get hit when I get home. Or sometimes, if you don't watch him, he'll dash across the traffic. He'll dash across traffic to the island in the middle of Broadway and give the pigeons a fit. Then I have to go behind him apologizing to all the old people sitting around, trying to get some sun and getting all upset with the pigeons, fluttering all around them, and scattering their newspapers and upsetting the wax paper lunches in their laps. So I keep Raymond on the inside of me, and he plays like he's driving a stagecoach, which is okay by me, so long as he doesn't run me over or interrupt my breathing exercises, which I have to do on account of I'm serious about my running, and I don't care who knows it. So as I was reading, the images of Broadway and stagecoach and walking down the street with my brother and pigeons and a circus person all come to my mind because those are things that I recognize, and I should be making sense of the words, and if so, putting them together at the end to arrive at what exactly is going on in this scene with this young lady Squeaky and her brother Raymond walking down the street. Okay, well, that's visualization. As we go on to the next video, we're going to start to build on our strategy so that we can increase our comprehension and improve our reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Good luck.